Hello, today we're going to be reviewing this over-the-toilet storage cabinet. Let's go ahead and get it out of the box. Comes with the user's manual. So we have all the screws and bolts, and then all of the solid pieces. So let's go ahead and get this organized. I've got the parts here organized, and let's go ahead and get this started. So we started off here with the legs. Super easy, you just connect the two of them together and screw them on. They have nice little adjustable bottoms as well to give it a little extra height if needed. Then you'll just go ahead and attach that middle bar there, and that's going to keep the two side legs up nice and sturdy, just like so. And then I went ahead and attached the crossbar that goes across the back. That helps it to be sturdy and not wiggle from side to side. And then we have our nice little drain basket here. Super easy to attach, just 4 screws on each side. It's really nice that it comes with this nice little tool as well. Super simple to do. Now this is the part it starts to get a little bit more complex. That's where that picture that I have all the letters assigned to it comes in handy. I actually laid them out before I started to build this in that order, so it made a little bit more sense to me when I started to build it. So this is where you're going to want to line up where that little line groove is. This is going to be an important step not to mess up, because that is where the back panels are going to slide in and be held in place. All in all, pretty simple as well. You just have to screw in the top screws there that will hold it nicely in place. I would also like to mention there is larger screws that appear on the bottom here, those 4 in the corners. That's going to want to be on the outside because that's where the legs are going to be installed. The angle that we're looking at right now is actually going to be the inside of the cabinet. Those holes that you're seeing are going to be where the shelves are going to be held. Next, we're going to go ahead and screw on that middle piece there. Super simple, just a couple of screws that go in there. And once that is all good and sturdy, we can go ahead and grab those back pieces up next. This is where it's going to be super important that we have those grooves aligned up appropriately, because they just slide in super simple like that. This is going to be the back of the cabinet. Then you're going to go ahead and put 2 screws in there. Just make sure that you don't screw them in too tight because it kind of separates them a little bit. So just enough to where it's in place and you'll be good to go. The next step is going to be getting on those doorknobs and the other components for the doors. I would like to point out there are a couple screws inside the same bag as the doorknobs. They are in little bags. Those ones are not used to screw on the doorknobs. I tried to screw them on, but they were a little too long. So you're going to want to go ahead and make sure you're following the directions to use the correct screws for this. And now that we have that done, we're going to go ahead and get these screwed on. This is going to be for the top of the cabinet, and it kind of just helps open and close those cabinet doors. This is where those screws that are a little bit longer in those small little bags are going to be used. And once we have these components all together, then we'll be ready to go ahead and attach the top and then attach the doors. Super simple process. As long as you're following the instructions, they are pretty clear. Now that the top is on, we'll go ahead and get those screwed on nice and tight, and you can kind of finally see it all coming together. This is going to be absolutely stunning. It's going to have tons of storage, and again, it's super simple to use. It does have that nice tool that makes it super easy. You can also use a drill if you'd like to. It might make the process a little bit faster, but this tool also really works super well. And even if you do mess up on a screw, it's super easy to undo. There's about 6 screws that get this nice and tight up on the top there. So once that is all taken care of, then we can go ahead and get those doors on. The doors probably were the most easiest part of the whole assembly because of the way that their little hinges are. So essentially just going to put that little part right in there, and it just presses down just like so, and it goes just right into the little hole. Super simple. This was definitely the easiest part of the whole process. And now we have those beautiful doors on. Very nice, very smooth. And we can go ahead and start to get those shelves in. These were also super simple. You just plop those little pieces, the little shelf hooks, into the holes. Whatever holes that you want to, it is adjustable. There are multiple holes, so you can go ahead and adjust that however you want to. And now the last part is going to be attaching the legs. And this is the part where I was talking about those larger screws, making sure that that is on the outside because that is the bottom where the legs are going to attach into the cabinet. Super simple process. And now we have it all together and ready to go. Absolutely stunning. It does have some nice little hooks that you can add on as well. Tons of storage space. I'm obsessed with this unique wave pattern recessed cabinet. The crescent shaped design is super beautiful as well. As you can see, those shelves are adjustable inside of the cabinet, and you can definitely fit a lot of stuff in here.